The purpose of this podcast is just to rant about the stuff that we like. So, if that doesn't sound like your cup of tea, this show probably isn't for you. This podcast also contains a fair amount of explicit language. We are Australian, after all.
If I let you in on this, you've got to promise to keep it on the down low. The less people know about this, the better.
Yeah, call it lazy, I just create what is in my mind. I use the same breaks in my beats sometimes. Wanna decorate my office, so I bought some fake lavenders and speakers, but Kaiju on the highway to Los Angeles. Never try to hide you from my life if you can handle it. You know I try to find you in the dark, which is a candlestick. The valves of my heart always encase of metal shackles. When I look into your eyes, you're like Wonderland of Alice.
Shit, if we can avoid incendiary incidents in real life, then we never have to do anything ever again.
How does that work in the real world?
We're supposed to do a
Vocal
20-minute vocal warm-up, at least 10 to 20-minute vocal warm-up every day, and I'm guilty of not doing it.
Vocal warm-up.
You have to,
That's so long.
You have to lay in
That's a
semi-supine, and yeah. So it's just you kind of start with like a smaller sound like shh, and then you kind of do like weird noises. There's one where we're supposed to imagine there's a monkey crawling across the ceiling and we have to call it down. So we go, whizzy, 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 whizzy. Whizzy, 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 whizzy. That's a vocal warm-up we have to do.
What the fuck?
It's weird. I know, it's drum
That's
school.
bizarre.
Yeah, but it's good for you. And then sometimes we just
Yeah.
do the alphabet and we just go A, B, C, D. Like you just go up and down.
Can you do the alphabet backwards?
No, I don't. I would lose like a few thousand brain cells if I tried to do that. I'm not gonna try.
I max out my CPU usage every time I do that.
Yeah, I
It's
wouldn't.
like
I would just
my brain
freeze.
fan starts.
You just get
spinning
like
up.
the blue screen of death if I tried. That's all that would
It's like
happen. Just
ZYX.
W.
ZYXW. No, I'm not. I can't. Well, hello everyone.
Hi guys.
Welcome. We've dropped you right into it. This is Stuff We're Excited About. This is a podcast about stuff we're excited about.
Yeah.
I'm Finley.
I'm Cloud, and we're excited
We're
today. I'm excited.
12 episodes in, and you still. I always still catch you off guard when I say my name. And
I'm waiting for
wait
it.
for you to say yours.
I'm waiting
It's
for
every time I catch you
No.
off guard.
Well,
You always sound really surprised.
I know it's gonna happen, but I just don't remember what you say before you say it. Anyway. Okay.
Well.
So, number one, I finally watched Dune this weekend. Dune Part 2.
Finally.
Yay!
All right.
And I watched
Feelings.
I watched Part 1 Friday night and then Part 2 Saturday morning. So I've got like both of them pretty fresh in my head.
Excellent. That is a very good way to do it.
Thoughts and feelings?
Thoughts and
Spectacular.
feelings.
Off the
Go
bat,
now.
spectacular, visually stunning. I love so many they really went deeper with everything and you really kind of understood the magnitude of the whole situation. Because, in the first movie, when I watched it for the first time, I was like, that's it? Like, it didn't seem like they gave us a lot to work with. And then I heard other people be like, no, they're going to explain more in the second movie. Like, the second movie is where the action happens. And it was. Like,
It's the foundation.
yeah. So the
Yes.
second movie really just opened my mind to everything, and I'm like, oh my god. And another thing is the friend that I went to watch it with, he didn't know anything about it, so I had to do my best to.
Had he not seen Part 1?
No, he hadn't. So he watched it for the first time as well on Friday afternoon.
Oh, okay.
So I had to
Alright.
explain to him.
Sorry, I thought you were just jumping in. Like he just had.
No.
He had not seen Part 1.
No, we
Man,
watched
okay.
Part 1 together
Alright.
and then Part 2 the next day.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
to explain to him as well as I could what I knew about everything, because he had a million questions. He didn't know anything. So I was like, okay, so there's the houses, and there's the Bene Gesserit and all that shit. Because I haven't read the books. I want to, that. But I
Yeah.
based on like even just YouTube videos I've seen, I have a good enough understanding of the world, I think. So I had to explain to him, the Bene Gesserit are like control everything and what they're doing and all this stuff, but it's really interesting. And I think Paul falling into like the prophecy of the Lisan al-Gaib was really interesting because he went head first, dived straight into it. And
there's a really, the shift that happens between him, like before and after he drinks the water of life.
Oh yeah, is
insane, amazing. It's extremely, extremely well acted on part of Chalamet. He's basically two different characters.
Yeah, like
it's done so incredibly well.
Like in a way, almost before he drank it, I was like, I like this guy, and then after, I was like, what's he turned into? Like, I don't recognize him anymore.
Yeah, it's like Anakin.
Yeah, I love people
like, killing the younglings,
I love it when people compare Anakin and Paul, because it's like.
Well, yeah, because Anakin is Paul.
Yeah, it's like the same thing.
It's not that Paul is like Anakin.
No, it's Anakin is like Paul, because Paul came first.
Yeah, because fucking George Lucas is a hack.
Yeah, no, because my friend was like, "Oh, this is kind of like fantasy Star Wars," and I'm like, "No, this came first." And I explained to him like,
I don't mean that, by the way.
Sorry?
George Lucas is a great filmmaker, and I really enjoy everything that he's created. The prequels are not that good. Like, Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones are not that good. Revenge of the Sith is alright, but George Lucas, he has full right to be inspired by Frank Herbert's writing. Star Wars, it borrows a lot.
Yeah, because I also talked to him about like Star Trek and everything, and how Dune came before both of those. I find
Star Trek is much more original. I prefer Star Wars over Star Trek, but Star Trek is much more
Star Trek
original.
is great. My mom loves Star Trek so much more than Star Wars, and she says it's not all about like. I think the reason she likes it is because it's not all about like fighting and wars and stuff. Because Star Trek, they are like scientists, like they're discovering the universe for the first time. They're trying to, discover things and make connections. It's a lot more like not action orientated, but it is just more kind of
pacifist.
Yeah. Like the episodes are pretty slow paced in the fact that there's not a lot of fighting. It is just kind of talking and I forgot what the word is.
It's much more cerebral.
Yes, it's cerebral. I was gonna say that, but yeah, it's yeah. So I really like I like Star Trek, but I kind of love action, so I've just kind of stuck with Star Wars. But there's so much Star Trek stuff. I'm like scared to even begin looking into it.
Yeah,
it's a bit scary.
Like, yeah,
it's a bit.
I was introduced recently. I know I talk about the McElroy family, the McElroy brothers on this show a lot, but they're a big inspiration of mine. I was introduced recently to one of their quote unquote brotherisms, which is the use of the term Kobayashi Maru.
Yeah, which
I had absolutely no idea what that meant before I looked it up.
What does it mean?
I heard the term. It's from Star Trek. It's a Star Trek reference.
Okay.
The Kobayashi Maru. I looked this up. It is a test. It is a simulation test that the Starfleet, is that what they're called? Starfleet.
Yeah, the Starfleet.
They go through. It is a no-win scenario where. It entirely depends on how they act during this no-win scenario.
Right.
That determines where, like, the result of the test, and like it's a big part of Kirk's character that he, instead of allowing this no-win scenario, he fundamentally changed the parameters of the test.
Yeah, I think I remember them mentioning that in one of the movies. I watched that, and then Spock was talking about it, and it's like, no, it's not possible, you can't do this, and Kirk was like, fuck you, I'm doing it. Something like that.
Change the parameters of the test.
Yeah. That was really cool though.
Kirk is Patrick Stewart, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
I never remember.
Capitan Kirk. That's what my mom calls him.
Capitan
Kirk.
He is Captain Kirk.
Yeah. All I can think of is that
he
the
was Picard, wasn't he?
What? No, Picard
Fuck.
is.
No, he
Picard was. Yeah, Patrick Stewart was
Picard. Jean-Luc.
Yeah.
If any Star Trek fan, if your mom listens to this, she's gonna crucify me.
Probably.
Captain Kirk. Who played Captain Kirk?
Captain Kirk was William Shatner or Chris Pine.
Yes, of course, William Shatner.
Or a bunch
Chris
of other
Pine. Chris Pine did a
actors.
good job.
Yeah, I
That
like
was
Chris Pine.
The first ever piece of Star Trek media that I consumed was I went to see Into Darkness when it was in the
Yeah,
cinema,
I
and
like
was
the Chris Pine Star Trek
9.
movies. They're really good. All I can think of is how the Captain Kirk mask became what's his name from the horror movie? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Mask.
Michael Myers, wasn't
Yes,
it?
the Michael Myers mask was
Yeah.
originally a
It was
Captain
just a
Kirk.
a really bad Captain Kirk rubber mask.
Yes, that's what it was. I think about that so often. It's a bit creepy, but
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Um,
Getting back on topic with
yeah,
Dune,
back to Dune.
is something I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
A trailer released a few weeks ago. I don't know whether I already talked about it. I don't remember.
I'm not sure.
A trailer released for Dune Awakening,
Oh.
which is a video game
Oh.
that is hopefully releasing this year. It might get delayed until next year, but it is a massively multiplayer, open world
wow.
survival crafting game
No
set
way.
on Arrakis.
Oh my god. I'm looking at
Which is
it on
pretty
Steam.
fucking
That looks
cool.
really cool, yeah.
It looks so dope. There's like base building and like ornithopter combat
What?
and all sorts of shit, and you can make vehicles. Oh my god, it looks so cool.
That's
and I
so
really hope it doesn't get delayed. Actually, you know, okay.
I'm
in two minds about this. On one hand, I hope it gets delayed. On the other hand, I hope it doesn't get delayed so that I can play it earlier. But if
Okay.
it doesn't get delayed, it might be crap because they rush it.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it on my wish
'Cause-
list on Steam then.
Yes. I have it on I have top of my wish list on Steam. It's a very famous quote from Shigeru Miyamoto. Everyone knows it. Is a game that is delayed will eventually be good, but
Yeah.
a game that is rushed will always be bad.
Yeah, right.
Which
Which
is maybe not so true anymore. I guess No Man's Sky kind of like proved that wrong. Because No Man's Sky was released in a very unfinished state, and then over years of constant updates, it eventually became good.
Oh.
Which is not how you want your video game to go, but if it's gonna happen like that, then it's better than not getting updated at all.
Right, yeah.
Which some games just don't. They
I'm
just
just-
release unfinished and
I'm
then
just
they
looking
never
at the
get
other
finished.
Dune. There's also Dune, Spice Wars, and Heroes of Dune, but they're different.
Yeah, those are like RTS.
Yeah.
I don't really fuck with RTS games. I think they're kind of boring. But like open world
Oh, open
MMO,
world. Oh my god.
it's gonna be so cool.
It's gonna be amazing.
I really hope it's like Helldivers in the sense
yes. Yes, that
that
would
the
be
planets
so cool.
are like the planet is to scale,
Yeah,
so
right.
that there is the entirety of Arrakis
To explore.
instead of it being like just a limited sized map. It is just like the entire planet.
Yeah,
It would be
right.
so fucking cool, dude. I mean, I don't know whether I'm getting my hopes up for this game in vain, but I hope I'm not.
Yeah.
You always hope you're not, you know?
I'm just thinking about, because while we were watching the first movie, we were kind of talking about a lot of the stuff about Arrakis, and we were talking about the temperature, because they mentioned
It gets up to like 70 degrees Celsius, I think it is.
No, only about 50 something, because they said in the middle of the day it can get to 120 Fahrenheit, and that's only like 55 or something. So actually,
50 to 60.
yeah.
Right.
So it's
With maximum daily temperatures even higher.
oh right, okay, yeah.
So the absolute hottest that it gets.
Because we also searched up the hottest it's ever been on Earth.
So yeah, the hottest that it gets is 350 Kelvin, which is 76 Celsius.
Oh fuck, Jesus, yeah,
So pretty fucking hot.
yeah. Because I'm just thinking, one thing that I thought was so gorgeous was just the kind of delving into Fremen culture and like religion
Fremen,
and
all
faith.
of the art direction.
Absolutely amazing.
The art direction for all of the Fremen stuff. Yeah.
it's
Oh
beautiful.
my god, it is gorgeous.
I love
Everything to do
about
with
it
the Fremen is
amazing.
just
And I love how much inspiration they took
unbelievably beautiful.
from like Middle Eastern cultures.
Mm.
Because like being a desert planet, a lot of the practical things that they might wear are going to be similar to what we have here, where cultures that live in the Middle East are going to have a lot of loose clothing and like very covered clothing to protect them from the sun. But not only that, I think just like the language was pretty similar to. Because I there was
the Fremen
what is the Fremen language called?
This is all. It's called Chakobsa. I want to delve into the lore a bit here.
Yeah.
The Chakobsa is in universe. It is a direct descendant of Arabic.
I knew it because I was thinking like
Because
if
the
this
Fremen
if it's
are direct
8,000
descendants
yeah
of
Middle Eastern
they are direct
culture
descendants
and people.
so of Middle Eastern cultures. Yes.
Yeah.
They are descended from these this group of people called the Zen.
Because I'm just thinking this is 8,000 years in the future of like our future, like quote like
the Zen Sunni Wanderers. That's
yeah,
them.
right. So
Oh no, it's way more than 8,000.
I thought it was 8,000 because they said 10,000 blah blah blah.
This full episode is just gonna be Dune lore. So
It will be.
Dune, the main events of the first two Dune books, or the first Dune book, is set in 10191.
Yeah, that's in
But
8,000
that
years,
is
right?
No,
What do you mean?
that is 10191 after the Butlerian Jihad.
What does that mean?
Sorry, not the Butlerian Jihad. So no, it's AG. So after Guild. So the Dune universe, the dating is split up in BG and AG.
Yeah,
So
right.
that is before Guild, after Guild. So that is the establishment of the Spacing Guild, which is the dudes with the big like orange visors, the white stuff that you see at the beginning of the
in
first
the beginning,
film.
the first one, they're called to Leto.
So about 80 years BG is when the Butlerian Jihad happened, which was a holy war against thinking machines.
Yes, like I remember that because they have.
It was a AI uprising.
Yes,
where they outlawed all thinking machines.
Yeah, because I remember hearing about how they have like the human computer people because of the mentats. They have the mentats because of that war. I remember seeing like a TikTok about it. That was really cool. I know. I remember thinking.
Thufir Hawat.
Sorry.
Thufir Hawat. He's the dude.
The Atreides
with
mentat.
the black stripe on his chin. Yeah.
Oh, or the Harkonnen mentat.
The Harkonnen mentat. He's the guy that's played by David Desmalchian.
Oh. Oh right.
He's the guy. He's like, don't be so sure that it was an act of love.
Yeah.
That guy.
Right.
I like him. He's kind of cool.
Because I remember having to explain to my friend
Harkonnens
what.
are all awful.
Oh yeah, but they look fucking cool. I'm gonna say that much.
Yeah.
I remember having to explain to my friend while we were watching the first movie what the mentats were and why they were, and like how they were kind of trained from birth to be human computers, basically, because there was some war against or like by with AI or like AI back a few thousand however many years ago. Because I know that much. Like I know about the mentats and the Holy War and stuff. Mm-hmm. But I'm not very versed on the timeline of everything.
So the main events take place about 10,000 years after the Spacing Guild was established, and we don't know specifically how long after the current year the Spacing Guild was established, but we think it's about 12,000 years in the future.
Right. So theoretically, would the Dune universe be like in our same universe? It was like,
Oh yeah, it's in our future. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you?
Or I guess
is
we're
there
in its past.
In past, do we have an estimated number of how far in the future it is?
About 22,000 years.
22,000. Wow. I thought it was 8 because I didn't know that. Wow. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
No. Yeah.
So, but
they don't specify in the Denis Villeneuve films. They don't specify it. It just says 10,191.
Yeah.
And you're left to assume that is
like our
that is AD.
Yeah. Because
it is not AD.
Because even then
it is, or I guess CE.
Yeah. Because I was just thinking, even with 8,000 years, which is a lot, there's still so much connection to our culture that we see in theirs. But it being 22,000 years, like, the fact that it's still so, like, prevalent is amazing to me. And I just think it's so...
Oh yeah, humans are humans.
It's just gorgeous seeing the whole Fremen culture and everything about it. I love it so much. And I just really wish... I know it's Dune. I know it's called Dune, and it's about Arrakis and Dune. But I wish we could see other planets and stuff, like more of other planets. Because I don't know if they do. Like I haven't read the books, but I think it would be so cool. Because I just want to know so much more.
The only planet that gets fleshed out in any regard is Arrakis in the series, which is kind of sad.
Because there's also the Harkonnens' homeworld and the Atreides' homeworld. I forgot the names.
Prime.
Yeah, Gadi Prime is the Harkonnens.
Gadi Prime, Caladan.
Caladan is
and
Atreides.
Seleucus Secundus.
And is that
Seleucus Secundus is where the Sardaukar are from.
Oh, the Sardaukar?
I don't know what planet the Emperor actually lives on.
The Sardaukar, hold on. How do you spell that? Dune.
Which planet does the Emperor live on? Dune.
Yeah, no, the Sardaukar are the Emperor's soldiers, right?
Khatain. Khatain. I don't know how to pronounce that. But that is
are the Emperor's soldiers
homeworld of the Carino, of House Carino,
which is
the house that currently rules over the Empire,
right?
The Imperium.
Okay, so we have 4 planets, we could say. Currently,
yeah, there are like 4 main, I guess 3 or 4 main planets.
Right.
But yeah,
okay.
They in the series, I don't want to speak on this like completely sort of authoritatively because I have not read all the books.
Yeah.
But as far as I know, the books never go back to Caladan.
Oh.
After Paul leaves, they never go back to Caladan.
Oh.
Because figuratively, Caladan is meant to represent Paul's innocence.
Oh, right. Oh, I fucking love Caladan.
It is a planet of water. It is a water planet. And
It's
he leaves for
planet,
Arrakis, which
is completely different.
Nothing.
Yeah.
No water. Caladan represents Paul's innocence.
Right.
So that is why you're never meant to really know much about Caladan because you're just meant to have sort of like
a glimpse of it and then it's gone.
Yeah.
Right.
Wistful reminiscence about Caladan. It's not meant to be that sort of concrete. Yeah.
Oh well. It was a very nice planet.
Yeah.
Oh. Another thing that
is so interesting.
There's so much, yeah. Another thing that I mentioned to my friend while we were watching the first movie is how I was like, oh, this is another universe that I can add to my list of universes I would want to live in. But I, like, theoretically...
No.
Exactly. No, I would not. This is, like, it looks like... Because only... If these are the monarchies of the universe, and they're having a bit of a shitty time, imagine, like, the middle and the poor, like, the lower class people. Like, because do you know if they ever show, like, how the lower class and middle class people of the planet, like, or other cultures in the world live? Because I assume it would be fucking shitty.
Yeah, I don't know, and I don't think it really matters that much, and because it is meant to drive home the point that in this universe they are utterly unimportant.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
They just have absolutely zero stake in anything that happens.
Yeah, because it's all about like the
They're just along for the ride as
The
the
houses,
as the
yeah.
citizens. Yeah.
I also do think, sure, we have the 4 houses, but over like the entire, like how many planets?
It's not just those 4. There's
I
a
thought
ton
so.
of houses.
I thought so, but they, like, do they mention, like, because we're only in the movie so far, we've only focused on these 4. I'm just thinking there's like, you know, hundreds of other planets and houses out there, and I wonder if they ever have anything to do with it, because like, so much could happen, and I don't know. I just think of that, like it's such a big universe.
There's like 10 major houses.
Oh.
You got House Atreides, House Carino, House Fenrig, House Ginaz, House Harkonnen, House
All the
Majuli,
houses
House
in
Mauritani,
Dune.
House Ordos, House Vernius, and House Richese. There is also House Halleck, which was founded by Gurney Halleck after Paul became the Emperor.
Halleck is the what's his name?
Gurney, yeah.
Yeah, Gurney, right? Oh, yeah. There's quite a few.
native.
So there's quite a few houses.
I like Gurney. He's good.
Yeah, he's nice. Oh, and there's also the thing. What's his name? The guy that.
Duncan?
Yes, Duncan. I've heard that Duncan is actually a really important character in the books later on, because he dies
Yep.
and then he comes back just again and again. Is that true? Like, that's what I've heard.
Yeah, they clone him.
Oh, they clone him
so many times.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a thing that they just kind of gloss over in the plot, where it's like, oh yeah, he's back. I didn't know they fucking cloned him. Right. Oh, that changes everything now. Wow.
But every clone has the genetic memory of every previous clone.
Oh shit.
Well, no, they're not. Okay, they're not clones. They're technically Golas, which is technically a different thing, but like fucking whatever. A Gola is an artificially created human who is replicated from dead individual. Golas were created in axolotl tanks and could be reconstructed from as little as 1 cell from the original being.
Jesus.
They were created almost exclusively by the Bene Gesserit. Sorry, not the Bene Gesserit. The Bene Tiliacs.
Who are they?
Although at least one, based on Miles Tegg, was created by the Bene Gesserit shortly before the return of the honoured Matrix.
Wait, sorry,
Maters?
So the people that make them, the Bene who? Who's the other Bene what?
Bene Tiliacs.
Bene Tiliacs.
It's another religious organization.
Oh.
Adjacent to the Bene Gesserit.
Right.
Enemies of the Bene Gesserit. They
Ooh,
are not
okay.
the same. They are enemies of each other, but
Right.
I can't fucking go into that because I actually really have no idea about them because I
Yeah.
haven't read the books. So
That's interesting. Yeah. No, but like,
um
and there's going to be a 3rd movie now, right?
yes,
yeah.
Villeneuve is working on Messiah right now. Yeah.
Oh my god. And Messiah is the 2nd book, so that just shows how much there is.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Hans Zimmer said he's already
game?
started working on music for Messiah.
Of course.
There's fucking everything for Dune.
I'm just kind of opening my eyes to a whole new like franchise and world, so I don't know like a lot about what there is. I know there's the movie, and I know there's like a mini series with
the 1984 one.
Yeah, with what's his name as Paul?
What is his name?
Xavier, the guy who plays
Xavier? Wait, are you talking about the miniseries or the 1984 film?
Miniseries with
Dune. That one's really bad, apparently.
I thought it would be. I just can't remember what
Alec
his name is.
Newman.
No. Hold on.
Are you talking about the Children of Dune miniseries?
Yes, that one. Oh, so there's two
that's
different
miniseries. Yeah, they were one after another. It's James McAvoy.
James
plays
McAvoy.
Leto
That's
the Second.
Yes. Oh, Leto the
Yeah,
Second.
he plays Leto the Second.
I don't even know who Leto
Alec
II
Newman
is.
reprises his role as Paul in that series. It's they're one after the other. They are a sequel.
Born at the end of Dune, Messiah.
William Hurt.
Oh, so is
William
he...
Hurt as Leto. That's
Oh, so he's
really weird.
Oh, Leto 2 is Paul's son.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Yep,
okay,
he's
that's
the weird one that turns into a big worm.
Yes, right, that one. Huh.
We need to start wrapping shit up, man.
Yeah, damn, that's
This
gone
is-
so fast.
We could spend
So
much time just
going
talking
over
about
everything.
Dune because there's just
Too
so
much to go
fucking
over.
much to talk about.
I mean, there
Yeah.
is with like other stuff, but because I think this is kind of new to both of us. Like, I didn't know before the first movie came out. I didn't know anything. I didn't even know Dune existed. I knew nothing about the books, about anything. So
I very vaguely knew of its existence, but
I never
didn't
heard of it.
know anything about
so
it.
I'm like opening my
like-
eyes to a whole new world. It's crazy, and I'm so
all
excited.
I knew of it was just the very occasional references that my parents made to it.
Yeah, you're
Because
right.
obviously they were teenagers when the first film came out, and that was
Right.
pretty big. Like it was a pretty well known film.
Right,
So like
yeah.
they in my childhood.
Mm.
Retrospectively, I can't determine how frequently, but I
You
definitely
you
kind of
heard about
the
it.
term, like the spice will flow. Or if someone said that, then I would be like, yeah, I think that's from Dune or whatever
Yeah.
it's called.
All I can think about is
Yeah.
may thy knife chip and shatter. May thy knife chip
May
and
thy
shatter.
knife chip and shatter. May thy knife
That
chip and
was so
shatter.
good. I'm just gonna say he looks. Fade Wrathel looks so fucking good in that movie, and you know that scene was filmed with the infrared camera. Have you heard that? You know about that?
Yes.
That's
yeah,
so
yeah,
cool.
the Colosseum.
That's crazy
Yeah.
because they have a black sun. And they had to like redo the costumes because they looked wrong when they filmed it for the first time. Oh, there's so much. Even with the movies, there's so much to talk about, and it's like the first
Yeah.
kind, like the first camera of its kind.
The first book.
Huh?
There's so much to talk about with these films,
Yeah.
and it's only the first book.
Yeah, and we haven't even read the book, and I assume
Imagine-
there's
I
so
mean,
much
okay.
more in the book.
Villeneuve has said that he likely isn't going to do the rest of the books, just Dune and Dune Messiah,
my
which
God.
makes me really sad.
But it's understandable because
really
it's a lot of
hope-
work.
Yeah, I really hope that he selects someone that can
Keep the legacy
that can
going.
take up this mantle
Yeah.
and finish it, because holy shit, it needs to be finished.
Like this.
Anyway,
Like this
that's-
episode.
That'll like this episode. That's a great great segue.
Yeah.
Thank you all for watching, listening.
Thank you guys.
Thank you all for listening. Make sure you go and listen to OkayKirk, and thank you to them for the use of our theme song, Brooks Breeze of the album Brooks Brain Dump. My brain is fried because I've been thinking too much, doing too much thinking. Do you wanna at
Do I-
risk of making the show go over even further, do you want an Am I the Arsehole?
Yeah, sure.
Just one.
Just
we
one.
can't. We have to limit ourselves
One really
to just
good
one.
one.
One really good one.
Okay. Am I the asshole for telling a woman with kids to fuck off for making fun of my dog?
Man. Okay.
There we go. That's
what a way
mine.
to end the show.
That's mine. Yep.
Yep. That'll do it. Cut
Alright.
the tape. Cut the check.
tape. Cut the check. All right. Thank you everyone for listening. We'll see
That's
you
enough.
guys possibly
you.
next week. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about not having an episode last week. 'cause
Yeah, I
Clive
was
sick.
sick. I'm better now. But yeah.
We should-
All right.
Probably should have addressed that earlier, to be honest.
Yeah. Anyway.
But
Bye
yeah.
guys.
Thank you all for listening.
It's fading
Goodbye.
out.
It's fading out now. Bye.
Shit, if we can avoid incendiary incidents in real life, then we never have to do anything ever again.
How does that work in the real world?